Look, man, live your life, what I'm saying, with no regrets. In the future, bro, you want to look back and be, proud of the life that you lived. You want to look back and be proud of the things that you did and the goals that you chased, the goals you achieved, the things you went after. Like, you want to be proud of those things. You don't want to look back, and regret that you didn't try hard enough. You don't want to look back and regret that you didn't actually chase after what you wanted. You didn't actually chase after the dreams that you had. Like, live your life doing the things you want to do. Live your life chasing the things you want to chase, because life is way too short to play safe. It's way too short. You get one shot at this thing called life, bro, and you got to spend it being yourself, being authentic, doing the things you want to do, working towards what you want to work towards, and just chasing the things that you want in this life, chasing what you feel like is your purpose in this life. Like, stop waiting and start living, start living with no regret. But where do regrets come from, bro? It's like they come from inaction. They come from being complacent. They come from waiting for the perfect time. They come from fear, because a lot of times regret, it's not a mistake that you make. It's not a thing that you do wrong, but regrets come from things that we didn't do. Regrets come from things that we didn't act on, things that we didn't chase after, things that we didn't work towards that we really wanted to, but we just didn't. The moments where you didn't speak up, the moments where you didn't try hard enough, or you didn't even try at all, the moments where you didn't chase your dreams or you didn't chase your goals. Like, those are the moments and the things that will really, like, be stuck in your mind forever. Those are things that you're going to regret, is because you didn't move, you didn't act on them. Like, take the bold steps today, not tomorrow. Take the bold steps whenever you get the chance. Take the risk whenever you get the chance, because on the other side of that risk is a reward. It might not come as soon as you take the risk, but at some point down the line, that reward is going to come. What I'm saying? At some point down the line, that blessing and that opportunity and that door and that breakthrough is going to come, because you took the risk, because you took action, because you moved, because you took that bold step today and you didn't wait. What I'm saying? You didn't miss out on speaking up. You didn't miss out on trying. You didn't miss out on chasing your dreams. You actually took the step and you did that. Like, don't let those things haunt you down the road. Don't let, not doing those things affect the life that you want. Because when you're courageous, bro, and when you're brave, like, those moments and those times create memories. They don't create comfort. What I'm saying? Living safe and being complacent and not taking risks, like, yeah, that might feel comfortable. What I'm saying? Yeah, that might feel good, but it does not create, a life worth remembering. It creates a life full of regrets, because you didn't actually chase after what you want. What I'm saying? You didn't actually take the risk that you wanted to take. You didn't chase the dreams that you had for yourself. Like, every success story, every great story, every achievement, every breakthrough, every opportunity, it comes from being courageous. What I'm saying? It comes from being brave in the face of fear, in the face of doubt, in the face of feeling like you may not be good enough. Like, you were still courageous enough and still brave enough to take the risk. And that's where the success stories come from. That's where the achievements come from. That's where the goals being completed come from. That's where the dreams being achieved come from. That's where breakthroughs come from, is being courageous in times of fear, being courageous in times of doubt, being courageous in times where you feel like you're not ready, but you still took the risk, because you don't want to have a regret down the road of not taking that risk. What I'm saying? Of not chasing after what you wanted to chase after, bro. So be brave, be courageous. What I'm saying? Trust God. What I'm saying? Like, take the risk, bro. Like, just act. Like, down the road, you don't want to look back and be like, man, I should have did this, or man, I should have done that. Like, no, bro, you get one life to live. You got to spend it doing the things that you want to do. And if you're scared to take the risk, bro, if you're scared to just go out there and be courageous, like, let your faith and your purpose and God, guide you into taking that risk. Let that guide you into taking action or taking that first step. Like, it's not about making reckless decisions all the time. That's not what I'm saying. Like, make and take calculated risk, take things and risk in places where you want to grow and you want to succeed. So I'm not saying just take every risk out there. I'm not saying make reckless decisions or make bad decisions or impulsive decisions, but I am saying it's about taking intentional steps toward the life that God has planned out for you. What I'm saying? It's about taking intentional steps towards the purpose that God has placed you on this earth to fulfill. It's not about just taking reckless risk. It's not about taking, reckless action and reckless steps, but it's about taking intentional risk and intentional steps and being courageous in that way to go toward where God wants you to be. You know what I'm saying? To take steps forward for the life that God has planned out for you. Like when you move with purpose, when you move in faith, when you move trusting the man upstairs, you know what I'm saying? The person that can get you through anything, those risks, they're not just risks, they're opportunities. You know what I'm saying? They're blessings in disguise. They're things that you prayed for. Living boldly, it does not guarantee comfort, but it does guarantee growth. It does guarantee experience. It does guarantee fulfillment. It guarantees, learning experience. Like it's not going to guarantee growth. You're not always going to be comfortable. It does guarantee growth. I'm saying it doesn't always guarantee comfort. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always guarantee you're going to be comfortable in where you are, but it does guarantee that you're going to be able to learn. You're going to be able to grow. You're going to be able to become the person that you want to become. You're going to be able to chase after the purpose that God has placed you on this earth to chase after. So I say all this to say, bro, like going forward, start living your life with no regrets. Going forward, start taking the risk, the intentional risk to be where God wants you to be. Like, don't wait until tomorrow to just live your life. Don't wait until tomorrow to chase after what you want to chase after. Don't wait until tomorrow to, take that step or take that risk or just be courageous and brave. Like, don't let fear dictate your story. Don't let fear or doubt dictate the person that you become. Like, live boldly, bro. Live life trusting God and having faith in God that he's going to make something happen out of nothing, because he is all the time. Live life with courage, with purpose, with bravery, man, and live the life that you want to live and chase after the things you want to chase after with no regrets. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button. On the way to 700 subs. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one.